Hello, we are live for F3. Cool, there we go. I think everything's working there and we're good. Nice. I'm breaking everything. Fantastic. There we go, alright. Hello everyone and welcome back to GRS F3, where today we're going to be racing at the Bahrain International Circuit. Quite conveniently in Bahrain. I don't think anyone would have guessed that one. But yeah, we are here for round 2 of the season. We had an interesting race last time out in Abu Dhabi, won by Harry Wales, who is now no longer in this tier and has moved up to F2. Yeah, I just need to put the thing on the Discord, then we're all good to go.
Oh,
Carmack. Oh,
we've had a couple of disconnects,
How
so
many?
I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue with the session.
3. There seems to be a major disconnect. 3, 4,
I think this might have to be a lobby restart potentially.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think that's enough to say lobby restart. 6. Yeah, okay. I think it might be everyone. Yep, someone's just retired. Okay, so I'm going to quit this session. Is that alright? Oh, so there are people rejoining though. Oh, I'm very confused.
Yeah. Right, well that's a good start.
And my favourite line, €60 for this game. Nearly at end of life and still these types of issues. Unbelievable.
Right. Fantastic. What a brilliant way to start the race. Now we have to do the whole lobby joining process again.
I'm just going to pop into a couple of the garages, see if I get any information on today's strategies.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, well this is a great start, just to, you know, slow everything down inconveniently. We're already over half back in, which is a good start. Alright, back up to 16, and yeah. 18. You able to get back into the lobby?
Oh, yeah.
I think you should be alright. And who's missing? 2 people. We're missing a Williams. Alpine, and an Aston. Right, let's see. 2 select cars we can go.
Is this an unpopular opinion that I kind of missed the Russia track?
The track, yeah, Sochi was good.
I used to enjoy it. Damn you, Putin.
I know Adam used to like it a lot.
Ah, fellow Baldy. Think everyone is ready enough. We will be going in
Yep.
1 moment.
I told everyone to just go. No need to wait around. Need to just get underway and get this on the road because it's a joke really. 60 quid for this game. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. The servers can't even start without mass disconnecting half the lobby, which is
What's going to be
ridiculous.
more pathetic? The driving standards or the game?
I mean, that one's already been answered by what we've just had to go through.
Good point.
I swear it doesn't.
Well, at least we'll get some good wheel by wheel racing today.
Oh, we
Nice
hope
track
so.
for
Yeah.
overtakes.
Here we go. People are actually connecting this time. Like you can see the ticks going. It looks like about half have connected so far, which isn't ideal. We're looking for a few more than half. The lobby host also hasn't connected yet. Okay, there we go. 5 more. One's gone. If it's 2 disconnects, I think we're okay. Well, I'm 3. I think people are just tabbed off the game. It's my fault. They can get back in. It was not as bad this time.
Yep, common sense would state that you don't tab out when the game is loading with all the known issues. But 20 drivers, this is going to be exciting. Who's your favourite for today?
I have not a clue. I mean, I think I'm going to go for Blake Ward in the Red Bull. P2 last time out had a good performance in F2 as well, reserved into that tier and did well. So, you know, definitely one to look out for.
Unfortunately, which I haven't done, which I should have done last time, I haven't changed everyone's nicknames to their real name.
Yeah. You can see on the stream if you want to have a quick.
Yeah, let me see if I can get that up on my other screen actually, that'll help.
You'll be able to sort of see what I'm looking at then.
Yeah, I'll do that one sec.
He's first out on track. Not Mitch. Oh no, Mitch is. He's already in sector 2, that's why.
I'm going to say my favourite would be... Well, I'm getting the stream up. What's Wolksy's actual name?
Carmack.
Carmack or Mitch Snake.
Interesting.
Are my 2 favourites for today.
Going for some a bit more out there shape, shall we say? I think.
I know Mitch Snape may not have finished even 1 lap this season, but I have belief. I would like to change my prediction. I think Snape Mitch will be in the wall at turn 2.
We got some images coming in that aren't loading, which is always good. Okay, no, that's fine. Anyways, Mitch starting a lap there in the Haas. And let's go around this track then for the first time today on board with Mitch. So coming down towards turn 1, he's going to pick his braking point just before the 100-meter board down to second gear for the Haas. And then on the throttle, using a bit of the curb on the inside, chooses not to use the curb on the outside, and is now running down towards turn 4 where he's going to brake around 100 metres once again. Gets close to the apex and then just keep the minimum speed up. Could have carried a bit more, but it's just his banker, so he probably just wants to get a lap on the board. Just missing the apex is through there, running a bit wide. He's going to get away with it invalidating because how much that curb will slow you down, costing you lap time, so running wide there isn't really criminal. It's now into turn 10, hardest corner on the track. Hooks that up quite nicely, to be fair, as he's got a car moving out the way in front of him, which is nice to see. As people are reconnecting, they've only missed a few minutes. That seems to be fine. Anyways, Mitch now on heading into sector 3 through turn 13 here. He's a bit of the inside curve, runs it out onto the outside, and is now barreling down towards turns 14 and 15. Even though, I mean, I'd count this as one corner, but I mean, it's counted as 2, so we'll go with whatever the so-called experts say, as it's going to be a 29.8 to start us off here today, as we've had a retirement already. That's not ideal.
Nice to see Mitch getting that good banker in there, setting himself up now. He can commit himself later on his next try and lap.
Blake's going to be next to the line, and does a 29.2, 6 tenths faster, but Kyle Mack tops that with a 29.0.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's quick. See quite a split in the field already in the times.
Yep.
Up to 1.7 seconds. I'm guessing there's been a few mistakes made.
I think, yeah, people are more likely just getting that time on the board just in case they make a mistake on a later run. And at least you'll maybe start a few places up the field. On board with Callum, who said he was going to have issues with turn 10. Seems to have got it all right there. As the Ferrari goes 4th at the moment. Of course, Jitten and Mitch, who are currently sit 4th and 5th, did both retire at turn 2 the last time out, but that was not what they've been wanting for, but at least they're starting off today decently with getting laps on the board, and hopefully we'll get to see a bit more from them today. And, well, Callum Pearce around the final corner, coming up to the line now. Lap looks fairly tidy. It's a 30.1 and puts in P6 for there. About half the drivers have already got lap times in, which compared to last week, I think it's pretty good. I can't quite remember, but I think we had a few issues with people getting laps in last time out. There's one of the new drivers in the Mercedes, which is...
I think it's quite well known that Bahrain's probably the most played track on the game, just due to it always being first in careers, first in the time trial, alphabetically. Or, no, it's not alphabetically, but it's just the way it's set out. Yeah, so you would expect a higher standards.
Yeah, it should be, I feel like everyone's going to be able to put in good lap times here, mostly. I think it's a track that a lot of people will be consistent with. It's good for racing as well, as, ooh, that's a bit of a spin from the Mercedes of James there, which is unfortunate, but he can always go again.
I feel like you only have a couple of places to spin here as well. Turn 1, 2, 3 and 9.
Yeah.
The ones. Maybe the last corner if you push it too hard, but normally it's quite consistently hit that.
Yeah, I think that's I think it's a bit more if you get a bit too much on the curbs. Maybe you bump the inside a bit too much or go off on the outside. Then it can cause issues.
Definitely.
as the AlphaTauri of Adam is starting a lap. His teammate currently in P3.
Yeah, the AlphaTauri was very strong last week. Led from the front until is it, how do I pronounce it? Snigview?
I don't know.
I dare try and pronounce that again. Or Manju, as his in-game nickname is known.
Yeah.
Had a few traction issues, will we put it, and went from first down to I think it was around 10th in the end.
Yeah, and then his teammate had
Bit of a shocker.
misfortunes as well at the penultimate corner later on in the race. AlphaTauri realistically could have been, I don't want to say 1-2, but they both could have been on the podium there with their pace, 100%. So I think they'll be looking to recover a good result this week. And we'll
Yeah,
start
I definitely have them down as my constructors' favourites, just based on early. Then again, it's not all about quality, is it? It's about what you do in the race. And if you can't keep four wheels on the track and facing the right way,
yeah, then you've got some issues, unfortunately. And well, up to the line there. It's a 29.5. Did run out of battery in the final sector, interestingly. But that's a good start for the AlphaTauri team in 3rd and 5th respectively already, as the Ferrari of Sam Hussein is coming around the final corner and up to the line. He's going to go P6, so Ferrari placing themselves both comfortably within the top 10 as well here, which is interesting to see.
Forza Ferrari.
AlphaTauri, Ferrari here, interestingly. And who have we got on a lap? We have the Alfa Romeo of staying here. As his teammate is currently P8 with a solid lap so far.
Here's a good question for you, Luke.
Yeah.
What is your favourite looking car this year?
Well, if we're talking on this game, so
we're talking 2022.
Okay, so yeah, the 22 cars. Personally, it's an interesting question. I think I'd go with the Mercedes. I just love the Mercedes as silver. I just personally prefer it. I think the car just looks really nice.
Next question, how do you feel then about them going back to the black theme? Obviously, we've been told it's due to them using more carbon fibre, so it's not really a design as a performance reason.
Yeah. I mean,
so how do you feel?
I really liked the black car. I think the 2021 car, I think it was. That one was really nice. I used it quite a lot on the F1 game. Got to grips with it quite a bit. As you might remember from one of the seasons in another league we had.
When you was collecting championships in other leagues, I do remember.
I wasn't doing that. I wasn't fast enough. I was.
You were costing people championships.
Yeah.
To save your teammate.
Yeah. To be fair, that was the scenario, and well, yeah. I mean, I think this year's car's not as good as the 2021 car, but it's still up there as one of my favourites out of the this year's cars. As we have an AlphaTauri off the road into, shall we say, the Mazepin wall. Just about missing it, luckily.
Very lucky. And this is what the AlphaTauris, as we mentioned about earlier, will have to worry about. It's keeping it on the track. You can be quick. If you're not going to see it through to the end of the race, what is pace?
Yeah.
Even mean. Sorry, I just realised that sentence didn't make much sense without me finishing it properly.
Karl Max on another lap, and he's improving in Sector 1. That's a very interesting line through there, and yeah, he's nearly spun the car.
Be interested to see how much he is up when he gets to the end of the second sector.
He's backed off.
Oh, sorry, my stream is a tiny bit behind, and I saw him make a massive mistake in that downhill corner.
We have Rasmussen in the Alpine almost losing the car, but keeps it facing the right way. improving by 25 seconds already. Although that snap there probably cost him a bit of time. I can't lie. Into the final corner. Gets the apex. Didn't carry too much speed though, and I think he's going to the pit lane actually, yeah. That would be why. We got one driver without a lap time, Harvey Conway in the Aston, but he's on the lap now, and he'll be looking to elevate Aston from the back row of the grid as an Alpine dives out the way off to the right side of the track there.
He's only used 21% battery on his hot lap. Oh, yep.
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I guess I thought that would be a bit more, considering we've seen other people, I guess, using a lot more battery, but they may have backed off a previous run and not regenerated fully, I'm guessing. That would be my best guess. But
he took that nice in third gear, should have good traction on the exit, as he did. Could have took a bit more pace through the corner. We need to bank
he's just focused on getting, just getting that time on the board here. There is only 5 minutes left. I think, so this is going to have to be a good banker, just in case he can't get another lap in. Had to drop the minimum speed a lot there, not to run wide.
It looks like he accelerated a bit early, and then it caused him to have a bit of understeer. Therefore, his exit wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah. I can see a lot of people further down the order currently on track. I think they're all just trying to get those runs in, as it is P9. Managing to get himself about halfway up the pack, which isn't that bad of a result, to be fair.
Better than last.
As Louis Dutoit in the Alfa Romeo goes to P3. Very nice lap, and one I'm sure he'll be happy of.
I'm surprised we've got some people out now. You'd think everyone would be waiting for the last 2 minutes and a half.
I feel like some people just want to be out the way early. Just get their run done, and then just chill, see what others can do, as Valentino Orlando's doing just that here in the Williams. 8 temps up, looking to get into the 1:29s here. And just has the final corner to negotiate, as gets it onto the apex and out of the corner nicely. So it's looking like it is going to be into the 29s for him, and it's a 29.5 P8. Very respectable lap.
How much emphasis do you put on track evolution on this game?
It depends.
How much do you reckon it's worth at the end? So say you went out on the 4 minutes left compared to 2 minutes left. You was running your hot lap right at the very end. But you're getting a significant advantage, or
no,
very minimal?
Very, very minimal.
Interesting.
I mean, it all really depends on if you're running short quali, full quali. In our short quali sessions, the difference in pace is always going to be so minimal. Even from the start to the finish, it's not going to be too much, in all honesty, as Bakalik's 3 temps up here in the Haas, so maybe he is getting a bit of that track evolution. As in Sector 1, that is a very competitive time. So let's see if we can keep this one on. And nicely through the hairpin there. Shifts up to 4th on exit, just to get the traction down a bit better. Doesn't want to kick up the wheel spin too much and throw him completely off the racing line.
A little bit hesitant on the accelerator there.
I think he's probably improving quite a bit. Yeah, he's 3.5 temps up, and I think he's just trying to get this one to the line there.
Wow. He's provisionally P5. What can he do in this last corner?
Chucks it in. Looks pretty good, to be fair. And up to the line. What's it going to be? 29.5, P8 in the end.
P8.
Look at the gaps on the grid, though. It's looking very competitive, I'll tell you that. What else have we got out there on a lap? Sam in the Ferrari is currently on his final run. Currently sits P11, although if he feigned 2 tenths, he'd be up to 5th. If he feigned 4 tenths, he'd be up to 3rd, which is just how fine these margins are. Everyone's so closely contested. And I can't lie, turn 9 and 10 could be a deciding factor in the laps, honestly, as I'd say that is where you can gain or lose the most time based on how you take it. But it's looking really good from the Ferrari so far.
Fantastic exit.
And now over the sector 2 line, 2.5 temps up. And
again, everyone's a bit hesitant on the accelerator.
This could be easily up to P5.
Oh, he took that flat. The Haas let off the accelerator a little bit, would have lost time there. So he might be on for a good time. Very confident through the last sector.
Up to the line, what's it going to be? It's going to be a low 29, it's going to be P5 like I predicted. Very good from Sam there.
Mitch Snape is on a lap. Oh, don't turn to him. Don't chase to him. Don't look.
Let's just bend it.
Don't
Blake Ward's gone to a 28.6. That's a competitive lap. A very competitive lap from Blake there. As everyone else just trying to get some last times on the board here. As we see Yeri in the AlphaTauri. And now heads across the sector 2 line, 3 temps up for the AlphaTauri driver. This could put him on the front row if he can find a bit more time in the final sector. So we'll just have to wait and see here.
It looks like to be a good quali session for Ferrari.
Yeah, definitely. P5 and 7 provisionally, although that could change right now as Jerry up to the line does stick his car on the front row and into the 28s.
Oh wow, an AlphaTauri, wow. Coming big at the last moment. Great qualifying for them again. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep it on track this time.
We got a few teams up there. McLaren got both drivers in the top 8. AlphaTauri
is that Ferrari as well?
In the top 4. Yeah, Ferrari 6th and 7th, which is good for them.
I have to say, Versengen's pace is quite impressive. He should be quite comfortable if he survives the first lap.
Harvey Conway out the final corner now, coming up to a line in the Aston. Is he going to put a good time? P4. There we go. That is a nice lap and the last driver to complete a lap. Oh, there you go. All I'm saying is look how close that is. Very close, all the way from P2 downwards. There's only about a 10th separating each driver, really. Even less, potentially.
Before we get into this, before we get into the race, which will be starting very soon, what would you say the optimum strategy is?
Hard medium. It's pretty much the same.
And you see anyone throwing a curveball and running softs? Or do you think that would be too detrimental to their race? 1
or 2 people always love to go softs. I think people at the back, they've got nothing to lose sometimes, so they will throw it out there and go for the softs. And, well, I think we could definitely see that. However, I think we'll see a few people starting mediums as well. And, you know, just counter for that early safety car. Take that into account. And, well, I think it's going to be quite likely that we do see an early safety car here. But we'll just have to find out as, well, we're going to go to the grid shortly. Everyone's just finalising their setup. I can see wets in the Mercedes garage. That's not right. Okay, it's hard tyres now. I was a bit confused for a second. But yeah, it seems like we can only see 2 of the garages, but they're both on hards at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see. But I would assume that most people will go for the hard tyres off the start, as 10 seconds until we're going to be on the grids ready for lights out. Obviously no formation lap since it's still completely broken. Brilliant. Anyways.
60 euros, can't do formation lap. Here we go.
5 red lights are on here in Bahrain. And it's lights out and away we go here in Bahrain. It's a good start from Carl Mack in third on the grid there as Blake Waters blitz them off the start, and he's going to maintain his P1 down into turn 1. Can everyone make it through comfortably? I can see a Haas spinning grained already. I can't tell who that is. I think it's Bakalik. Just got tagged there by one of them. Mitch has also been pushed off the road in the Haas as well. So not an ideal start for them as Bakalik's down to the back already. And, well, that's not a good start for him as we see everyone filtering through turn 4 now. Can they get it through here cleanly is the question. As all that's contact, and that's that's a pile up.
Great start for Ward in P1. He's running the hard compound tyres and hit. Oh!
It's a VSC.
Wow.
Williams.
I just saw this smash a little bit delayed on my other screen. Quite incredible. But it's interesting if we look at the tyre option. So is that Havari in P2 on the medium compound tyre? He'll need to get past Ward early to make that compound worth it. And then you have Mac in P3 also on the hard. So it seems like of the front runners, we only have 2 on the hard tyres. Oh, sorry, and the other McLaren in P7. I'm quite surprised that so many people would want to start on the medium tyres and risk having to transfer over to the hards when they take such a long period of time to warm up, especially in this game. Normally you want to start on the hards just to save yourself that time.
We had a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, and we also have a few people with wing damage, I will say. I noticed Mitch doesn't have a front wing in the Haas, and I think a few of us around him might also be missing a wing. As Elliott goes into the pit lane, will anyone else? Callum Pearce jumps in, as that's a white line cross from Bjorn Rasmussen.
Is it still VSD or is it full?
Oh, yeah, we're off again. I completely forgot. Yeah, it is a VSC.
Well,
my bad. I completely didn't pay attention there, but we are racing once again here. And, well, let's see what can Blake do to defend. He has got Hevery right on the back of him on medium tyres, and I'm sure that's going to invite him to want to be aggressive off the start. He's going to want to get past. He's going to want to make those moves early on here. And we'll see if he can do it. And he's not got too long to wait for DRS.
But what is interesting is who will use more battery earlier?
We'll get the telemetry on. That's just reminded me. Well, they're both sitting around 90 to 100%. Yuri is using a bit here though to try and pull himself up to the back of the Red Bull. I think he's going to want to make a move into turn 1 potentially here.
Taking spending. He's on with defense. Now it's about who's got a better straight line speed setup.
Well, AlphaTauri's looking quick as all the top 5 set in the
Oh,
fastest
he could go for it. He could go for it to turn 1. He considered it.
DRS is now enabled, and I think he's going to go for it now. He's got that activated, and it's going to be down the inside into turn 4 for the AlphaTauri driver. And side by side,
he's fighting back.
He's got it
he
though.
Just doesn't have the grip. Those new mediums.
Yeah. That's crucial, I think, for Yuri to be able to get past. Can he pull away though? If he can pull away, that would be crucial for his race, if anything. There's yellow flags. I think that's it. Ooh, that looks like that's Harvey Conway in the Aston. He was running in 4th place and has dropped down. He's also looking for a move on the inside of Harry Pebble to try and recover those positions immediately, but can't quite get it. As the front 3 are starting to break away a bit here.
Been quite smooth, to be honest, since the second restart.
Yeah.
A little bit of a train forming. Powell might be able to make a move on Maestro here, although Maestro does have more battery to defend.
We'll have to see with the DRS. He looks like he's going to go for it. And yep, that is going to be the move. As Harvey Conway's also stuck his nose in and trying to get involved in the Aston Martin. He's going to go around the outside and
great
get
move.
ahead. Opportunistic, and it worked out well for him.
Oh, it's going to be painful for the old Ferrari driver. Lose 2 positions in 1 turn. Well, 2 turns actually, but
could be worse. I mean, he's going to be
True.
in the DRS of them still, and maybe he doesn't want to fight early on. He wants to preserve the tyres, let everyone else do all the battling. Let them all mess up each other. And he can just sort of chill and not have to worry as the gaps at the front are really starting to expand out. Everyone just
Murphy Red looks to be quicker than Mr. Powell, who only has 25% battery. He may be a victim when he gets to this straight, the DRS straight.
I think he's trying to recover that from the mistake he made, and while he's doing it quickly, but he's going to need to just be a bit closer here to Harry Pell.
The Aston used a little bit of battery to close the distance, but he almost done a fake and just put his car to the right in a situation where he was never going to be baited. Oh, he's flashing. Powell is flashing.
I think he's waiting for the second straight.
He does seem to have quite a lot of straight lines speed though.
It seems like Harvey likes to pull out of that slipstream, maybe to make sure he doesn't get too much overspeed into the corners. Is maybe what he's thinking about as he put the battery on. He's got DRS.
Oh.
Can't send it from there.
He backed out, but he's quicker.
Is he going to be able to get him? He's not going to be able to get him even in the middle sector. What am I on about? But he might be able to set it up on the exit of turn 10. Seems like
that's the move so late. Closer.
Through 9 and 10 now, and I think he's got the battery on. Is he going to be close enough now? There's not an opportunity to make that move there, I don't think. No, he's just going to have to wait as there's a spinner of Bakalik. He's into the wall. Oh, I think he's locked up completely into turn 10 actually. That's a safety car.
Oh no, just as we was about to see 2 overtakes, that one mark was also just behind Bouncier Straw. Also looking for the overtake. It's going to be an interesting moment. This though helps bring Napestar back into the race, which can only be a good thing.
Either he pits from the lead off of those medium tyres. I think he's going to just go to the end on hards here. Yeah, pretty much all of the drivers at the back from Mitch downwards are all going to be brought back into this one, which I'm sure they'll be happy about. But, they've got some
as a safety car, I will be getting a coffee.
Fair enough. So, early safety car. That's pretty much what was to be predicted. As Yuri's going to be making his way up from 11th now. Interestingly. As Bakalik is serving a time penalty. And also getting a wing replacement. So, we have still the majority of drivers who are going to have to pit. The top 10 all still required to make a stop, and the bottom 9 for now. Although I'm sure there's going to be some major change after this restart. I feel like everyone's going to be a bit eager now that we've well, got everything back underway once again. Or when we will get everything back underway once again, shall I say. As a bit of a lag. Not ideal. I'm just hoping that's from my end. Seems like it's only on board with some drivers, so there's a few drivers having connection issues. which we know to be a thing on this game. It's awful. It just makes absolutely no sense. Just checking on board pretty much everyone. Such as... what about Mitch? Is Mitch fine? Carl Mack seems to be liking a bit. Blake seems completely smooth in first place though. Is that a spin? No, that's the Alfa Romeo saying going to the pit lane actually. Changed his mind here late on. Right, hopefully we'll be getting underway this or next lap. I think it might be next lap, honestly. We're going to have two McLarens in the top four at the moment, interestingly. So they've done well to maintain and actually build on where they started on the grid. Let's have a look at the position changes for now. As we have James in the Mercedes up 7, I can see Mike up 9, Harry Pell up 5 from 9th on the grid, Mark up 8, and yeah, quite a lot of drivers making good progress as we got Yeri Day in 8, but that's due to him pitting. Same with Louis Detroit, as is the same, well not the same for Bakalik and Mitch, but they both were involved in contact on lap 1, so hopefully now a bit of a recovery, shall we say, for the Haas team. As it is going to be next lap where we get underway once again. There you can see 2 people have made 2 stops already, the rest of them just with a 1. Let me get the tyres back up, like I was trying to. I'm just faffing around with stuff, but yeah. Just gotta wait one more lap on the safety car, then we can get going once again in this race. 22 laps left to go. Or will there be 22? No, I'll be restarting on lap 9, which means I'll be 21 laps. So it'll be 20 including the lap we're on. As we've had a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pits. Mike Atherton deciding to go for the late change, just like Stain did, which is risky, but it pays off. He's going to be out the way at the back, so he's not going to have to worry about well, that being an issue for him. So Mike's going to come out at the back fully. He is going to have that 5-second penalty, which is not ideal, unfortunately, for him. However, I don't know how much that's going to matter to him at the end. Right. Let's just cut me waffling and get back to the action, shall we, already, as the safety car is going to be coming in this lap regardless of whether or not everyone is on the back of the safety car train, as it does come in after 3 laps, and this is the 3rd and final lap behind the safety car. And, well, this isn't ideal for the hard tyre runners, I will say that. I expected a few more of those on the mediums to pit, but yeah, hello.
Yeah, I was just agreeing. I thought they helped the medium runners extend with no punishment. Do you reckon medium softs could be a thing now? Depending on if there's another safety car.
I don't know. I mean, I guess people are staying out to try and extend those mediums. The ones who have stayed out, the rest of them obviously pitting. But I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe they just want that track position for another safety car, as they'll know that the hard tyre runners will also be pitting if there is another safety car, most likely. As Blake Ward is going to lead us away once the safety car has returned to the pit lane.
Interesting that the AlphaTauri decided to split strategies.
as he's going to take this one to the line here, it seems. Carmack ready on the back of him, and he's gone on the DRS line, and we are underway once again here in Bahrain, as it's a great restart from the AlphaTauri of Adam Sneijder, as looks potentially on the outside, but there's no space. That's a dive there from Harry Pell in the McLaren. That's made contact with his teammate, and that's not going to be something the McLaren's happy about. That's Aston flying into the ball, I think, there. Is now into turn 4, and Adam's ahead in the AlphaTauri, and off he goes up the road. Carmack's not going to try send it there. I know he's not, because that would have just ended up in both of them out of the race most likely.
Oh, they're fighting hard, going into the hairpin, the AlphaTauri and the McLaren. Are we going to see a Fernando Alonso move here? No, we're not.
Carl not wanting to give up that track position, interestingly. Although, maybe it would have been better for him, because, I mean, Adam's on the mediums. As long as he doesn't let him get away, you know, and those mediums will be, you know, coming to the end of their best soon. So, yeah, I don't know if it was worth fighting. Here.
Ward is out of the DRS already.
Yeah. And he's used quite a bit of the battery to do that. But they've used about the same, so Carmack is going to have to overspend here if he does want that DRS when it is activated, which I'm sure
he's not using. He's not using, interesting. I think he's playing the long game here. I think he realises the bigger threat is nuclear. Oh,
we'll just go with Adam.
Oh,
Kyle's gone.
He spun. On turn 1, lost rear grip.
That's going to drop him down to 9th place. And that creates the gap at the front to be even larger than before. It's now 1.7. As Yeri, who was the lead driver who pitted for the fresh hards, is already up to 6th. That is impressive progress, I will say. Although he has got a bit of a gap up to the cars ahead.
He's struggling. He's really struggled there in that first and second sector. He lost 6/10 nearly on P5. He was touching the DRS. Oh, and he's just gained it back. He's just gained the second in one corner. Literally quite incredible.
Must have been a mistake.
And Maestro is on the back of Powell.
Yeah. Just having a look at it now, as I think with DRS activated, the Ferrari's going to go for the move to get himself up into provisionally the podium positions.
And we've got Mack and Savage both looking to make a move on that one mark as well. It's who do we watch?
Yeah, we'll go for Mark for now, shall we say, who has just dropped off of the back of Louis a bit as I've gone for that. But the first bit of DRS is going to go to Gitta Menda in the Ferrari in 4.
Oh, here we go. We might see an overtake here. Oh, there's been contact between Savage and Mack. Savage went into the rear of the McLaren.
Here comes Gitta, and down the inside into 4. And oh, that's contact. I think he's been closed off a bit there.
You don't like to see that.
He's back on the track in 6th there.
Oh,
that was close.
Almost contact. The Ferrari taking a bit of an unnecessary move there, probably in the heat of the moment.
Oh, that's a dive from behind. Oh, this is all kicking off now as Mark's off the track and Carmack swooped past both of them for P7 there. And now Elliott Savage is trying to go around the outside. Can he keep it alongside? He's going to be in P9. They're all jostling here. They're all just bumping into each other a bit. Yeah. They're all getting their elbows out for this track position.
All for 1 point. All fighting this hard for 1 or 2 points.
As I thought the Alpine was going to make a move there, but not quite, as the front 2 have left.
Oh, Wolksy. I mean, Matt.
He's looking for it, but then he's going to force a Ferrari into making a move now.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
As the Ferrari brakes earlier, probably for DRS. That's going to invite Kyle Mack in, though. As they're both going to have DRS on the AlphaTauri. This is going to be potentially a triple overtake. Here comes the Alfa Romeo with
Why
Louis
is he not using
Detroit.
battery? Why is Mac not using batteries?
What is going on? The
He's
Ferrari
broke
brakes
later than
early.
everyone.
Oh! That was a collision.
This is
That was...
fantastic racing. Just behind it is an absolute mash-up as well.
Yeah.
That one Mark trying to take Savage now. Will he get it down the inside? He's going to go for it. Oh, and the Ferrari
I
ahead.
can see
He's
up
still
ahead. Yeah,
fighting.
he's trying to go for it in the AlphaTauri again. As can Mark get back ahead of the Williams of Elliott Savage. They're still side by side, and the Williams comes out on top there, but he's run wide off the track. That's going to invite Mark back in again. And, oh, that's a run wide. Oh, and Mark's lost it and nearly collected an Alpine in the process. That's going to allow Mitch to swipe both of those positions and get up into P9.
Has arrived in the party from nowhere.
He's going to go for P8 here as well.
And he's got superior battery. Wow, the straight speed on that Haas. Literally quite incredible.
And he's going to swoop around the outside and move up into P8 now.
Around the outside.
In the Alfa
Chad.
He's going to be only under pressure from the Williams as well if they've already just completely dropped the two behind.
Yeah, and we got some squabbling Aston Martins just behind.
I tell you something, the drivers on the fresh tyres, they made a lot of progress and now they're just bogged down, if anything. Mitch is on a charge. He was in 18th off the restart and he's now 8th. Or 17th, I'm not sure. He was one of the two, I think 17th.
He's got a good amount of battery compared to the other drivers. If he can carry on and just keep that, his overtakes will be fairly easy. Or he's hit a bit more. I was just on his cam, he hit the inside of the curb. Cost him a bit of time.
This is everything's heating up in the midfield, I will say. It's the Aston Martins and they're going side by side. And why that was close. But Harvey Conway is going to get past.
Are they teammates?
Some sort of something that Ocon would do with his teammates there, realistically. Anyways, when are we going to see people into the pits? Because I'm sure some of the medium runners will be in soon. As this yellow flags, that is Bjorn Rasmussen in the Alpine, who was quietly moving up from being at the back off the restart. Unfortunately, has had a bit of a spin.
After everyone fighting neck and neck, everyone's got about a second gap to each other now.
Yeah.
Went from too much action to none.
Yeah, I can wait there.
Although Bouncy Straw seems
here we
to
go.
have...
Into the pit lane. That is Adam from P2.
Can Bouncy Straw get Stooge or Dutoit on this straight? He has less battery, but he does have the DRS and a better exit.
Interested to see where the AlphaTauri is going to rejoin in this as well.
The straight line speed of that Alfa Romeo is quite incredible.
Yep, and that's going to allow him to defend into turn 1.
Oh, so Manchu's come out in P14 behind traffic.
That's going to be...
That's going to be costly.
It's going to be difficult for him to make the progress up, I think. But we'll have to see. He boxed from second as well, so this grid's going to have a complete shake-up. The hard runners will honestly be hoping for a safety car now that he's pit. Maybe when Jitten has as well, but...
well, you'd have to say, Scorloin and Snake Star are both in a fantastic position for first and second right now. They don't need to pit again.
Yeah, no, they don't. Can we finally see some racing where someone doesn't drive into the other person is the question, as from doing so they've all created a ridiculous gap. As now in the DRS, Harry Cole fakes going into the pit lane, although that would have been a very early stop.
Jamesy Mook 1992 has caught up with Powell. Oh, he hasn't got the battery. Neither of them have got any battery.
What's happened? We got a VSC.
I see a Haas. Please no. It is not It is not Snape Star.
Oh,
I repeat,
he's
it
spun
is
again.
not Snape Star. What a win. What a dub this is.
Oh, is he alright?
Is that full safety car?
No, it's just a VSC. I
Oh,
think he's
interesting.
completely cooked the tyres. Let's have a look at his temperatures. Oh, 110 on the rears, yep. Those tyres
Not advised?
aren't
Not
functioning.
advised? Oh yeah, it's just all gone to shit for him.
Yeah, not ideal. When's the VSC going to end?
When your mum gives me a number. Ba-dum-dum.
Lovely. James in the Mercedes in a bit of a McLaren sandwich here. As oh, there you go. There's he's been caught napping as well as Carl Mack's just gone. Hello, I'll take that position. And now we're going to see a bit of a brawl between teammates.
Do you think any team orders will be given, or it will just be a straight out brawl? As Mansu
Based off
is
what
on
we've
the
seen
back.
already, I mean, Pell went straight into the back of him earlier.
Oh, they're both using.
There's going to be some serious penalties after this race. Oh, that's a send.
I think he nailed it.
Yeah, he's got it.
He absolutely nailed it, but he's had the worst exit.
He's got
And
DRS
back comes Pal. It's like Verstappen and Leclerc all over again. Except Pal turned his battery off too early. That was a mistake.
Maybe he doesn't want to fight. You never know. You never know, honestly. It's F3, you can't really...
Oh, Skyline has pitted for new mediums.
You get damage.
He's trying to pit under the BSC.
Mitch is in the provisional race lead.
Snape Star from 18th.
Yeah, and
18th.
Mike from 19th as well. The two at the back are 5th and 6th.
This could be an incredible result. And Snape Star's got 75% battery.
He doesn't have to overtake anyone, but he's just going to be able to save that
Be
for
interesting to see
defending
if they
later
can
on if
gain
anyone catches. But
The
I think they
leaders
might.
will all put on new mediums, won't they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long the pit window is here. I'd guess about 20 seconds.
Something around
22
there.
seconds.
As Blake's in. I think Harry
This will be
Powell's
interesting
also
now.
coming in the McLaren. Just doesn't want to double stack with his teammate. Where is Blake going to rejoin? So I think it's going to be around the AlphaTauri.
Wow, Mitch is in a fantastic position.
He has got to keep it on the road though, and keep other
He
drivers
will.
at bay.
He's been solid. He just needs to not get greedy now.
You're trying everything to curse him, aren't you? As all Blake's rejoined right next to who he had in his DRS just before.
On cold tyres.
He was
But
just
he is
outside
on
the DRS
mediums.
actually. As here we go side by side.
Is he pushing him wide?
He's just trying to get that move. Blake's going to swoop back on the medium, so but he's going to leave space for
He needs
Adam
to get ahead.
move
Those
into.
mediums are too strong.
Oh, that was
Oh,
close.
right contact.
I think the Colt tyres did that a bit there. Maybe just a bit of understeer as Sam is also looking to make a move on Elliott Savage here in the Williams. They're going to go side by side. And there you go. That's how you make a move.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's taking him. He wants it back for Sagan or Ward. He's making the move.
They're still
he's
going to be
back in
side
front
by
already.
side. Yeah, he's got it. As on lap 17 here. And yeah.
Oh, they're still fighting though. Manju's on his rear with a bit. I just don't see how he can fight those new mediums. They'll be up to temperature now.
I think he's just trying to delay the progress of Blake to try and see if the mediums drop off later on a bit, as Carl Mack and James are going to pit, which promotes Mitch to the race lead. Mike up to second and Mark up to third. As yeah, he's going to go for the move.
Sagan or Ward, sorry, didn't use any battery in defence then. He's obviously playing a tactical game, the long game.
He's going to have
Or they're
DRS here, though.
working together. Are they working together to catch up Snapestar?
Well, by the fact that they were going side by side path of, what's it called? Sector 2. I don't think they are, so it's going to go for it again here. But he's not going to be quite close enough.
Alright, he's back in front. These two have switched positions 4 times in the last lap and a half.
They've also got some traffic up ahead, though. They don't need to pit either. So, I mean, it is technically for position. But they are rapidly approaching the 2 drivers ahead.
Well, this is what Snapestar needs. He needs that 1 mark and Afi the 1 to hold Ward and Shiningu. Sorry.
Just say Adam. His name's
Adam for as long as possible.
As Blake Ward's going to be in DRS now. Of these 2.
Oh.
This could be where it kicks off a bit. Both Red Bulls in the top 4.
Snape has a lot of battery. That means he can defend a couple of attacks. This is going to be a massive last few laps.
Blake Hall 32-2. He's on the charges. That one, Mark looking for a move, but he's not going to get
a bit unnecessary.
There.
Oh, Ward's having a look right on the exit. He's got a much better exit.
He's got the battery on. He's got the DRS. And he's going to be on the inside here.
Will that 1 mark fight him at all? What? Oh, there's been contact! Will the Red Bull teammate get out of the way?
He's just going to let his teammate sweep past,
yeah? Just let him pass. Disgusting.
That's just
for Mitch, that is. Fantastic teamwork. Beautiful, really. But,
that one mark has now got Adam all over him now, ready to make a move.
There's been an overtake from a lag spike.
That's the
from Smurfing Red and McFieldy, whatever you call him.
That is Sam Hussein, as Mitch's lead has already come down by a second.
Oh.
So
well, what Mitch needs to focus on here is just points. He can get a podium. It doesn't have to get first. A podium would be massive. We've got is that retirement?
No, it was a leave the session. As Adam, I think, is getting frustrated in the AlphaTauri. Now you can see Blake ahead just getting away. He's just crawling further and further up the road. And, well, he's going to have to get past Blake's teammate here. He could be on defensive duties a bit.
What lap do those mediums fall off, do you think?
Not really. I don't think they do. If so, on the last lap. But the only issue for Mitch and Mike is their hards are already going to be approaching the cliff. Especially Mitch. He's going to be very slow in the last few laps. And he's not going to be able to really defend. So it's all just pretty much... Oh! And that's damage for the AlphaTauri. He went in a bit too hot and has picked up front wing damage.
Yeah, and the Red Bull's back is out of that corner. Almost like an apology.
I don't even know. I mean, I'd have to look back. I think it was the Red Bull who went a bit deep and then the AlphaTauri dived it almost into him. I'm not sure which way around that was. But yeah, he's now going to have to do it the hard way with front wing damage. And, well, Karl Max now on the back of Mike in the Red Bull. And...
Smurfing Red might be in trouble as well.
Yep, Sam is
from
all
the
over
Ferrari.
the back of him.
But the Ferrari seems to have not much battery. 11% to be exact.
Good exit though. As Karl Max hits the fastest lap of the race. He's on a bit of a charge here. As he's also going to make a move. Mike just completely backed out of that in the Red Bull. Almost came to a
the Aston Martin is a sucker on this straight. He's done. Going into turn 1 now.
Sam
big lock up for the Ferrari.
And well, Harvey Conway's going to be able to defend that one for another lap, as Carl McNeil on the back of Adam in the AlphaTauri, who I think is suffering quite badly with the damage.
Oh yeah, the front left side
Carl's just completely
of
pushing it
his
through
win.
the corner.
This is fantastic for Snape Star, because the longer Manju fights to hold him to this first place, the more time he's guaranteed.
Yeah, and
more room for error.
For Adam, he's just going to not be able to catch either. He's just going to be losing time as Carmack has sent that move. Will Adam look to fight it back? He could definitely do so. He has the battery, he has the resources available to try it.
Royloin is now on the back of Smurf in red as well. Could see him overtaken on the next straight in about 20 seconds. The AlphaTauri gets a better exit, that is.
We'll have a look, see.
Yep, Havari looks destined for P9.
Doesn't have much battery, but on DRS alone, I think he's going to get this one. It's looking good for him. Into turn 1. And there you go. That is the move. But will Harvey try and fight this one back? He might do.
Inferior exit. He's safe. Power's all over the back of this Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to see the battle for P1 soon. It's getting excited.
I don't think it's going to be very close, unfortunately.
Well, the Haas just has so much battery left.
I just think the issue is he has to use it all to stop Blake getting past. If Blake gets past, I think in Sector 2 alone he drops him by a second. I can't lie.
Yeah, it does. The tyre difference is insane. If anything, you hope he doesn't fight too hard.
He could try and stick with him. If he could use his battery efficiently,
Harry
he can
Powell
stick
making a
with
move?
him and just try that. Yeah, Harry fell down the inside. That's him up to P5, and he gets DRS as well. He's played that one to perfection. And
oh, that
Mike's
Red
got
Bull's
straight
in
line
trouble.
speed though to try and stick with him, but yeah, no, not quite enough.
Right, Ward is in the DRS zone now of Snape Star. Didn't get in that zone, but will in the next.
Yeah. Mitch's tyres are going to be off a cliff now, and he's still got 6
Schumacher,
laps.
what can he produce tonight?
Oh, well,
He will not yield this victory easily.
I don't know if he's got much of a choice on that, I can't lie. We'll have to see. But he's managing to keep the gap up in the middle sector, I'll tell you that. Kept it at about 7/10, and
Hasn't used any battery yet either.
I think he's just getting ready to deploy everything down these next 2 straights just to stay ahead for that 1 extra lap. But I don't know if it's worth it. I think he's probably better off staying just behind. But I don't know, we'll have to see.
Here we go.
I think this is
the Red Bull's just got such better traction out of the corners with those lovely fresh mediums. Oh, he's run over the curb. That was interesting.
Battery on for
And
Mitch.
Snake,
Only
he's
a
already
bit
turned it
there.
off.
Look at the straight line speed of that Haas.
Wow. Oh, is this going to be a masterclass of defence?
He's experienced in driving.
Oh, he lost a little bit of the rear there. Might have to deploy a bit here. Gonna have to deploy here.
The Red Bull's going for it.
He
He's going for
late.
everything.
He deployed too late.
And it's going to be down the inside. Mitch on the outside. He's just hanging it in there. Can he keep the position here? They're going to be side by side into the middle sector. Mitch is going to just about sneak ahead.
Held him off.
He's just about kept it.
Fantastic driving.
He's kept him there. Oh.
Pressure tyres, DRS.
But look at the gap to Carl Mack. Carl Mack's going to be with him in about 2 laps time if they did that again.
Well, that could work.
Oh, there's some sort of stuff. There's
He saved his battery there.
That's close. He's still got an advantage. Blake hasn't used too much though.
Oh wow! Just look how fresh those mediums are. It's a joke. How much better grip he has now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard. It's 18 laps old. Oh,
this could be no. This could be tactics. Think about it. DRS. Yeah, he's done it. He's going for the DRS. He's going for the DRS, and yeah, there's
Ward. Is Ward deploying? No, he's not. A tactical masterstroke! I've escaped star again!
But he's not going to have DRS on the next straight though. Can Ward hang it alongside him?
Deploy early.
He's just got to get it. Oh, he's got a good exit though. But Ward's going to be deploying absolutely everything.
He deployed so late. He needs to deploy a tiny bit earlier.
And they're going to be side by side here again for the lead of this race, as Mitch is going to put the battery on now. He's going to keep alongside. He's going to do the same move around the outside. They're still side by side, and Mitch is ahead again. He's ahead again.
What racing by the Haas driver? This is incredible.
They're both just putting everything on the... Mitch is just defending everything now. As Karl Max on the charge, 2.7 is that gap. And in a second, Mitch is going to be defending 2 in 1 go, as the Red Bull's going to go for it now. He's going to be on the inside into turn 11. Mitch is going to be right on his gearbox though.
Trouble now.
Although, if he can just stick with him, he might have to dump the battery, Mitch, on this next straight. I think he's just going to dump it all.
I think now
he's dumping it. He's going. I think Mitch could fight it back one more time.
Ward has 19% battery left.
I think Mitch is going to go for it. He's going to put the battery on.
That would have been huge.
Here we go. Is he going to be close enough? He might be, you know.
Yeah, he is. He's going to make that into turn 1. They're both going to be low on battery. Oh, he's seen his flashing. He knows he's now in trouble.
Ward goes defensive. Mitch, not
Hard
ideal.
tyres are so
he's got to get the battery on there. He's nearly lost the car as well, but he's going for it. But I just don't think it's enough.
On that one, I think you have to settle for P2. What a fantastic display of defensive driving those laps on significantly older tyres.
Fair play to both of them, keeping it clean the whole way round there. But Mitch is not giving up. He's trying to stick in that DRS, despite the massive tyre disadvantage. He's driving the wheels off of that car right now, I will say. There's Karl Max still trying to get onto the back of Mitch for second place. But Mitch is not giving up.
He stayed in the DRS. This is huge.
I think he needs to use a bit of battery.
Not be able to recover battery in this period.
He needs to use it though, just to get that gap a bit closer. As I think it's going to be tight on the next DRS zone because Mitch has to lift a lot. There's a 10th gone, and on this corner he normally doesn't get as good of traction. He's going to be in DRS though. Karl Max on the charge. Karl Max catching. I think Blake's tyres have been killed off a bit by Mitch. As here he comes again in the Haas. And he's just going to need to deploy some of that battery on this next straight. Keep himself nice and close and tucked up to the back of the Red Bull. And he's deployed a bit. So he's going to be about 5/10 behind. As we see Harry Pell looking for a move on Adam in the AlphaTauri. But he's not going to be close enough and doesn't have the battery. Harvey Conway also looking for a move for P10. That was weird.
Well, he's almost out of DRS.
He's going to get it just about by the skin of his teeth.
He needs it on the last straight. Just keep Mac away.
Yeah, he needs to deploy now. He needs to deploy now. But he hasn't deployed anything. That might not have been a smart idea. Yeah, he's dropped. And there's 3 temps in just 2 corners. I think his tyres are rapidly approaching that cliff.
Oh,
That'd
they
be
must be
very
near
fair.
80%.
I think he'll be, yeah, about 70.
What a drive,
at the
though.
moment there.
21 laps old. Well, by the time it's over, they'll be 23 laps old, those tyres.
Will they survive? I hope for his sake they do, but yeah, I don't know. He might get DRS off an Alfa Romeo here. No, the Alfa's just going really slow, and he's not going to get DRS, but Kyle Mack is going to get the DRS, I think. No, he's not. So that's going to give Mitch a quick breath of relief that Kyle didn't get that. And, well, he's going to have to be on his defensive duties once again in a lap's time. He has got 10% more than the McLaren. And he's going to have to hold him off for 2 laps. Or, well, about a lap and a half. This car's going to be into the DRS now. And on the attack. And sorry to everyone else, but we've been a bit distracted with this fight at the front. Which has been...
Incredible. Oh, he's onto the back of Snape now. The battle for P2 is on.
Yep. I think Mitch is going to be deploying everything down the start-finish straight, but yeah, Karl Mack's right on the back of him now. He's managed to gain a lot through these high-speed corners where Mitch just won't have the grip to compete with the McLaren. It's going to have to be
he's in trouble. He's
some
in trouble
tactics from Mitch, I think, here we're going to see.
Oh, for the second DRS line, is that what you're thinking?
I think he might just let Carl go here on this first one, maybe. We'll have to see, though. No, he's deploying everything. This is going to be close.
Got to defend the inside here.
He needs to move across and defend it. He's not, though.
He's going for the switchback.
Can he get a good run through this corner? He's got it. Battery on.
Oh, what an exit!
But he's not got DRS. Neither of them got it.
What?
Neither of them got the DRS. They were equal over the detection line. As
oh, it's not worth it. Snape Star from last, 2P3. That is still a successful race.
Just needs to hope those tyres don't blow up now. Harry Pell's right on the back here. Oh my, that's a send from the McLaren. There's no way he pulls this one off.
Oh, he's down the inside.
No. I was going to say that would have been ridiculous. Oh, that's a punt.
And he's rear-ended him.
That's a punt.
Is he going to be a gentleman and just give the position back? No, he's trying to take advantage of driving into the back of him. What kind of sportsmanship is that, pal?
Oh,
he said
and
that.
he's taken himself out.
Why? You never want to see that in league racing. Why race for 29 laps and then just potentially sabotage someone's race like that?
As it is going to be Blake Warder in the final corner to take the win here in Bahrain. Karl Mack not close enough, and Mitch is going to get the podium here in Bahrain. 24 lap old Hans.
What a performance by the Haas driver.
As Adam comes to the line in 4th place. James across the line in 5th. Harry Pell after that very questionable move gets P6. Jetta Mender 7th. Harvey Conway across the line in 8th. Fury Hoovery is going to take P8 on penalties. As Sam's tyres have gone, I think. I think he's had a puncture. We can't see because the game's terrible and doesn't give you good camera angles. What is this rubbish?
You know what this game does give you though? Guaranteed stress and hair loss.
Yeah.
Ask Adam.
I think that's a fair.
And myself. I'll include myself there.
Fair analysis. Alright, well, everyone else around to the line there. I think there's going to be some serious penalties handed out in this race, I can't lie. By the stewards after. But there's going to be a fair few reports as well. But, I mean, I'm not even going to bother asking you who your driver of the day is, because I already know the answer.
F1 2022 tells us who their driver of the day is.
like
I
at the Red
completely
Bull.
disagree. I completely disagree. We will give the driver of the day to Snape for an incredible comeback and a 24-lap stint on the hards.
Managing to get a podium from nothing is pretty impressive. Mike did do really well in the end as well, but didn't
The
quite
fact
get
he
the
held
points
off.
from his endeavours. Yeah.
The fact he held off Ward, who was by far the fastest driver on fresh tires for so long. Incredible.
Right, well,
Anyway,
there's your race director. Someone got a penalty on lap 30, which isn't even a lap at Bahrain. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. This race has been absolute chaos. We'll see you next week in Jeddah, where we also have a sprint race.
or tomorrow, where
Or
we
tomorrow,
have Bahrain in
In
Tier
F2.
2.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, of course, Luke, the big guns are out.
Yep.
I.e. me and you.
I don't think
A
we're
few
really the
others.
big guns of the tier, but yeah. Alright. Thank you all for watching.